Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Would you please pronounce your name for me?
Sure. It's Anaiis.
Anais. What a beautiful name. I do not like mispronouncing, so I have a very unusual name. Anais. Beautiful. I love the over your right shoulder, this goddess. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, you should see what's written in gold. I'm not going to tell you.
I think we're gonna have fun. Okay, I see essential oils. So is that over your left shoulder, essential oils?
This is my biohacked innovative holistic product.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really curious to chat with you. You and I think, have a lot of alignments. So, Anaiis, where do you live? Where did I call? Where are you today?
I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I like Philadelphia. I've been there a couple of times. Did all the touristy things. Ran up the stairs. Saw the Liberty Bell. All the things. Had the Philly cheesesteak. Whatever.
Actually, a wonderful city.
It is. I really enjoyed it. People are very nice. Is that where you're born and bred?
I was born and bred until I dashed off to see the world, and then I came back because I have family, grandchildren, son, elderly mom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to be back to your roots, especially if you have family, but it's a good place to be if you don't mind bad weather or cold weather.
We are turning into a temperate zone.
It's kind of interesting how that's shifting a lot of places. Yeah. When I'm from Chicago originally, moved 2 years ago, and part of the impetus in leaving was the winters were really unbearable, but the last couple have been quite mild. I mean, compared to
Relatively.
Right.
Is that where you are, Chicago?
I am in Nashville right now.
Oh, Nashville's just become such a hot little hub.
Yes, and I think the people that live here and experiencing the influx of people, myself included, I'm part of the problem, is it's the growing pains are getting to, I think, the people that are from here, and I get it. The traffic is bad, housing prices are just ridiculous, but it's a beautiful, I didn't come for the music, it's just gorgeous here. And weather's really not too hot, mild winters, yeah, so it's really quite nice, but my dream was to probably have done what you did, which is just go and travel the world and see all kinds of different cultures and experiences. I didn't quite get the chance to do that. I was an Air Force brat, but I wasn't old enough to really appreciate that. Yeah.
That's a tough life.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the one who chose it. That's a tough life.
Right, but if it's all you know, it didn't seem tough at the time, but I just wish I was older to be able to appreciate, some of the really interesting and exotic places. Where's your favorite place you've been?
Actually, surprises a lot of people, but I adore Scotland.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. I heard that's beautiful. The people are amazing.
Just wonderful.
That's on my bucket list. One of the top 5. Yeah, is it just beautiful, or just the people? The food can't be the food.
It's the beauty, which is very subtle, but it has such strength. You can really feel the strength. There's tremendous energy there. The Findhorn Foundation was on my bucket list.
Okay. Why is that? What drew you there?
It's an extraordinary place. It's very close, the village of Findhorn, very close to the Bay of Findhorn, which is almost to the North Sea. 50 years ago, 3 individuals with young kids went there, bought this piece of land, and just started to do everything in alignment with nature and organic everything. And they have built a little heaven, and it's a stunning place.
I'm writing this down because it sounds amazing.
Yeah, check it out. They have a beautiful website, and they're probably open again now after they're And I did a business retreat there, and then stayed there and had a 3-week retreat where other people flew in, and we stayed at a house in the village, and then we caravanned down through England to Stonehenge and Avebury.
Oh, amazing.
And it was the trip of a lifetime.
Oh, amazing.
It was a while ago, and I'm glad that I was able to do that.
That's incredible. Wow. Really interesting experiences you've had. You and I are very aligned in I think what a lot of the practices that you teach and live, and so I'm really, really curious and really ready to dive in and get to know what your message is and your story. So if it's okay, let's kind of get started here. I do want to give you the structure, the kind of the format of our time, how it's structured today. I really want to be respectful of your time and keep myself in check, because I think I could ask you a gazillion questions, but my goal over the next 45 minutes or so is to figure out what your goals are. And our first objective, Anaiis, is always to make sure we're a good fit for you, that we can help you achieve your goals. And of course, I'm here to make sure that you're a good fit for us. We're pretty selective in who we work with, but the objective is to really take a look at where you are, what's working for you in terms of your vision for your business, your message, what's not working, and really where you want to be. And if I feel like we can help you close the gap between where you are now, where you want to be, I'll absolutely show you what that looks like and hopefully invite you to work with us. If not, that's okay too. We have lots of different avenues that I might be able to point you in another direction. But for housekeeping purposes, I do take a lot of notes. If I'm looking down, I am still with you. I just take copious notes. I see that, yes. And you heard that we do record our calls. It's just so I don't miss anything and just for quality assurance. Are you okay with that?
I am okay. I watched everything that's been sent to me.
Oh, good.
I saw some of the preliminary calls that you had with people.
Oh, good.
But I best be ready for that, because that's probably what's going to happen.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. All right. So your message, abundance by design. I want to dive into that a little bit, and then talk about what you're doing to get that message out. How describe your business to me and the goal moving forward. But first and foremost, the message in mind sounds amazing. Can you share a little bit about that vision for that, in terms of getting on the stage and the key takeaways you want people to leave your talk with?
Yes. My life is an example of abundance by design, and that design does not include much thinking. It's about feeling the flow of yes, and always bringing yes to yes, and letting go. And the abundance by design happens where the yes and the yes meet. And I think often of Orville and Wilbur Wright. I feel like I'm the right sister. Because those two men, everyone thought they were bonkers. Yeah. It's never going to happen. That's not possible.
Yeah, it happens with the visionaries, isn't it? You can't do that, that's crazy, yeah.
Can't do that, that's crazy. And it's looking at the space of the whole field of aviation, aeronautics, that these two men opened, not quite single-handedly, but almost, because they were unstoppable. And if the plane crashed, if whatever happened, their yes was so powerful that yes moved into abundance by design and created the field of aviation and aeronautics.
I love that perspective.
And so that's the perspective I hold for what I do in my business in its current phase.
That's really cool. I like the way you stated that. And then tell me what really motivated you to book this call to see if you'd like to work with us in our TEDx program.
I think Taylor's amazing.
Yes.
I love his story.
Yeah.
I think that we could sit in a room together and have a fabulous time, because I think my energy you read of him is that he is as unstoppable as I am.
Very true. Very driven, very inspired to change the world, but he's also incredibly authentic and down to earth, and everything you felt from him is legit. It really is who he is. So, which is interesting because he attracts people like you, which is exactly who we want to work with, because I mean, he's achieved some amazing things if you're going to look at success as an achievement, but what he's done has been pretty darn amazing. So, okay, and so tell me about your business. So you want to get this message on the TEDx stage. Why? What's the outcome?
The outcome is opening a space for people to recognize what is actually possible right now, how fundamentally amazing human beings are, and how we can actually move into a space of education and support where we stop stopping ourselves from everything that we're here to do, including transformation on so many levels that we don't have time to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's interesting, as you know, there's a huge shift of consciousness happening. The world is changing. Old paradigms are being busted and coming down, and there's a ton of people who need a message like this. Stop stopping ourselves. And there are beautiful, what I call people on the transition team, like you, coming forward and with these powerful messages to support people and really recognizing you have incredible possibility and promise within you. It's just getting this stuff out of the way. So a really, really relevant time to get this.
I want to go back to skip back because I like the way I like to tell story is connect the dots. And I think we have time. When I was 39, I was in an extremely difficult period of my life, extremely difficult. And I felt something inside of me that just knew that where I wasn't where I was meant to be. And I went inside, did my work, and I really asked for help. And this was the third time in my life that I asked for big help, and I got it. Within 2 years, I was getting on a plane with a journalist visa when the Soviet Union was in collapse. We were still in the Cold War. I didn't know a soul. I didn't speak any Russian. And I got on the plane and I flew to Moscow, and I was met by someone I'd never met before. And I went with her and I got into her apartment with her babushka, her grandmother. And my intention was that I wanted to bring my gift to people who really needed it. And within 10 days of deep, deep intentional work and incredible networking, I was working side by side along physicians in critical burn care, in pediatric oncology, and they never asked me for my credentials.
Amazing.
They felt my heart and they let me in. And miracles happened. Quite literally, we got the medical proof for it, and they were astonished. This was a welcome for them because, like now, people are struggling. They didn't have the money, to go spend $3,000 a week on a trial with Anaiis to get your recovery together from a COVID injury. That's not doable for a lot of people, and I have a product that handles that.
That's amazing.
So we're talking.
And I want to talk. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but obviously we want to talk about that, like the goal of the outcomes of the TEDx talk. Obviously, it's also to promote this product. But what has been your challenge? This message is obviously incredibly potent, really timely, and it needs to be spread right now. What's been the biggest challenge for you up to this point in getting that message out?
That I'm a woman, that I'm brown, and it couldn't possibly be true that a brown woman could do this single-handedly.